Okay, I think we're good. Is my mic being picked up? It looks like it is. Good stuff. Rare treat today, I've got the camera on. Don't see that every day now, do we? Alrighty. Let's have a look then. So... Ooh, decisions. Let's make a list. Let's have a think. What's this? Oh yeah, no, that's fine. That's sorted. Okay, so let me think. What parts are gonna need input validation? In fact, let's open up the plugin proper in Backing, and I'll go through and have a nosy, and we can note down everywhere that should have input validation. Some places might already have it, and some might not. So we're gonna go on a bit of a fact-finding mission. Alright. Back this over because it's on my other screen at the moment. Here we are. Right, okay, let's have a look. So... let's see. So... Following on the Add Edit Quest page needs input validation. So we've got the title, quest type, at least one start condition. At least one objective. Rewards are not a requirement. Requires description not be empty. Only one. Okie dokie. Think we're good there. Yeah, so I think this part already has the input validation for the most part. Good stuff. Need to test the custom currency stuff. Yeah, at the moment, if I press save, we're going to get an error because it's trying to save it when it shouldn't. So that's what we're going to be protecting against. So, I think other than that, that's all we really need. In terms of the add edit quest. Let's have a look here. Okay, that's good. Okay, that's fine. I'm happy with that. These aren't required. Actually, no. These two are required if either of these are ticked. Please enter the name of the variable, yes. Please enter the name of the custom currency, yes. Enter the acronym for your custom currency, yes. Good, I can't tick both of them at the same time, that's good. Select a variable to use for your custom currency, also very good. Alright, I'm happy with that bit. I'll tick that. Let's see, is there anything here that can... If there was anything, it would probably be this. Please specify the audio to play for the quest start banner. Good. Please specify the quest start banner's title. Good. Just to double check, let's just make sure we've got those same things here. Please specify the quest start banner's title. Please specify the audio to play for the quest start banner. Please specify the quest complete banner's title. Specify the audio to play for the quest complete banner. Good. Okay, I think the settings validation is all already done. So I think it's literally just the input validation for the quest list. It's just this tiny list. Luckily, nice and short in terms of our to-do list for today. I'm gonna make this tiny. Just drag it and have it sit on my other screen. Let's get to work. I'm gonna close all this, start fresh. Okay, so a lot of this is gonna be on the quest, on the add edit quest when you're saving it. However, there's one of them or two checks we need to do when adding a quest objective. So that's what we'll do first, because there's not as many requirements. So I'm going to hit F7 to bring up the code for this form, rather than looking at the design view. And I want to find the save button. Here we are. Got a to do here for the validation. Actually, let me just open up source tree. That's what I use as my source control. This helps to keep a history of changes that I've made to the plugin. There we are. Okay, so validation. So we'll set up some validation right down at the bottom. Do it just above the quest objective chunk. And let's see, so we're going to have a private form validator, which is a class I created. Validate. There we are. Okie dokie. And now we test some situations. Actually, I'm just looking at my little to-do list. There was one thing I wanted to steal on the add edit quest bit, and that is this stuff. I want to put that here. And then I want to copy this and just stick that right there. Perfect. Happy days. Just so it's easier to see that it is a required field. Okay, objective. Moment. Gonna do that. Let's see. This is right. I was meaning to update the text for this for a while. So I'm glad I've got it done now. I'm going to multi-line it. Yeah. Thinking about it, I do want to make it a tad longer. Right, that quite. That looks a bit better. Yeah, that's good. Okay. That's the other thing I wanted to steal off of that, so I can get rid of that little bit off of my notepad. Okay. So, what's the name of that text box? Text box desk. If string is null or empty. Actually, no, I think for this I want is null or white space. For this one. So it says text box desk dot text. So if the text in the text box is null, empty, or just contains white space, we are going to add an error to my validator. Please specify the objective requirement. Okay. What's another requirement of an objective? It needs at least one complete condition. I think I can do that by just checking if there are any complete conditions on this. So if objectives, no, complete conditions, not any, because of the exclamation mark at the front, that means if there isn't any, it's the opposite of what it's asking for. So if there isn't any objective complete conditions, then add error must add at least one complete condition. Is it? Do we call it complete? Yeah, we call it a complete condition. I have been adding full stops to these in other places, so let's make sure we're consistent. And then we return the validator. And now all we need to do here is say validator equals validate form. That's going to perform some validation. Going to give me the validator, and as part of the class, the validator class that I created, I can say if validator has errors, then we simply do messagebox.show validator.build errors. This is going to build up the string that's displayed to the user that lists out all the errors. Please fix errors. Okay is the only button you're going to get, and you're going to get an error icon. And then we return, so we don't proceed. Okay, that is the objective done. So we can now close those two. Let's go back to our add edit quest, view the code, and we need to create a validator for this. This can be right at the very bottom. Private form validator. Validate form. Oops. That's fine. Validator equals form and validator. New form validator. Okay. If string is null or white space, this is going to be text box title dot text validator dot add error. Please add a title for your quest. Let's see if... Oh, what's this? I think it's quest type drop down. Yeah. Got selected index is -1. So the drop down menu has something called a selected index. And the index is the number of the selected item. It's like if you've got 5 items in a list, there'll be 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4 for the 5 items. Because it counts from 0. And then what this is doing is it's saying if the selected index is -1, which means that nothing is selected, then we're going to throw an error. So validator, add error. Please select the quest type from the quest type drop down menu. Okay, then we need at least 1 start condition and 1 objective. So if there aren't any start condition, validator.add error. Quest must have at least 1 start condition. If there aren't any objectives, validator.add error for quest must have at least 1 objective. Okay, where's our save button? Here we are. Validator equals edit form. If validator any errors, box not sure. Build errors. Fix errors. Okay. Error. And return. And just like that, we've added some input validation. So let's build this and give it a test run. That's built. Let me close all this down. Unfortunately, you have to close Backeen to change plugins that already exist. If I was adding a brand new plugin that didn't already exist in my thing, then it would be fine, but I did have a test version in there already, so it would complain. Alrighty. So, now, theoretically, if I hit save here, I should no longer get an error, like an exception. I should just get my validation errors. And I do. Please add a title for your quest. Please select the quest type from the quest type drop-down menu. I'm going to change that error. That's a bit... Nah. Please select the quest type for your quest. Your quest must have at least 1 start condition. Your quest must have at least 1 objective. Okay. So let's just test that, updating some of this stuff. Yep. That's right. Yeah. And then if we test the validation here, you specify the objective requirement. Ah, hold up. Did I forget to put a T on there, or is it just chopped it off? No, it's just chopped it off. Okay, then let's have a think. I just need to shift this over to the right a bit more. Shift it over by about 4 or 5 pixels. We'll see if that helps. Okay. Then if I just do white space, it should still throw an error. Okay. Alrighty. No, it's a complete condition it requires. Ooh. Okay. I was just thinking, I didn't know if this had validation on it, but it looks like it does. Perfect. Glad I did not need to do anything with that. Good stuff. So, theoretically this should pass all validation and get added. Hey presto, it has. Good stuff. Alright, what is next? Next, I want to go over the validation I have already and replace the places where I'm using string.isNull or empty with string.isNull or white space. So that way people can't get around it just by putting a few spaces in the box. So string is null or empty. What's this? Add condition. Add condition. Yes, I did test that. We are doing validation. That's right, isn't it? Yeah. There with the switch light. Yeah. Got the validation here. That's fine. Okay, condition reference. This one I don't care about because this isn't a required field, it's optional. So that one can stay as is. These ones, on the other hand, what's changing is null or white space. That's the same. That one as well. That. Not bothered about that. Okay. That's a reference, not interested. Yes. Okay. Updating type. Type to remove. I think that's fine. Validate custom currency, yep. 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 General setting. Custom currency variable name. I think that one's probably fine. Don't think I need to change that one. Right. I'm going to push this to my repository. Finishes adding input validation. Oops. Good stuff. Okay, next, I want to have a mess around with the settings and make sure these are working correctly. I'd like to think they are, but I haven't messed with them in a while, and I left them off in what I thought was a bit of a shaky state, but I can't remember. I'm pretty sure at least the custom quest type is fine. Yeah, those are lit up. That gets removed. Should I? Nah, yeah. Okay. Okay. And I'll leave those as is. So it says my settings are saved. Let's just go back, double check. This was what I thought the problem was. So, think though, if I close it and reopen it. No, okay. So I have problems here. Let's have a look. Does that work? No. Okay. So I've got problems with the settings. So we'll fix those. Let's see. So I'm going to close everything again. Start again from scratch. Open up my settings. Let's have a look at the code and see what we're doing. Right. So, when we load the page, we initialize the variable drop downs, that's fine. We initialize the audio drop downs, that's also fine. If settings chunk exists, getting rid of this unused stuff. Right, setting chunk exists. It's just used there. We've got this get settings chunk. This is on the base quest form. So let me think. So if settings is null, which it will be by default. So when we load the form for the first time, settings is going to be null. The first thing it loads is the quest list. And because this inherits the quest form, we send through the catalog down to the base. Which means we run this. Settings at this point is null, so we try to get the settings chunk. If we've found a chunk, then we'll pull it out, say it exists, and then read the data. Otherwise, if we can't find one, we'll set up a new one. That looks good to me. Now, one thing I want to check here is that I've got the order of these correct, because I know recently I've been having trouble with them, to say the least. Now, I'm going to move all the class-related things down below. So we've got the custom quest type, custom currency, banner, and display. Perfect. Just make sure we rule out any potential funkiness with that. Okay, so yeah, so we go through the base on that. Setting is not. Okay, and then if we load the actual settings form, if the settings chunk does exist, actually, let me have a think here. Oh yeah, we only do that if it's null, so we only initialized this once. Okay. Ah, that's a good point. We only ever initialize that once. Let me think. So my thinking here is that this method only ever gets called once. Actually, do we change it in here perhaps? No, we don't. Yeah, so this only ever gets called once when we first load the user interface. And if at any point the quest doesn't exist, this never gets set to true. That means no matter how often you go into the settings, this is always going to be false. But that's correct though. That's actually right. We shouldn't be getting anything if there isn't a chunk to get anything from. No, that is actually correct. Never mind. Okay, that's fine then. Well, actually, it depends. What is this doing? Yeah, so it is getting the stuff how I thought it would be. But yeah, no, that is fine. Ah, there's the problem. So, if your quest, not your quest, if your settings don't exist at first, meaning this isn't true, then we never pre-populate the currency settings because we're only populating it here inside this method, but this method's only called when that's true, which it'll never be if it's the first time you're setting up a chunk. So I need to extract that out. So let me think. Let me think. So I think I just need to pull this out. Need to do that. Actually, let me have a look. I need this stuff. And that wants to live outside here, so we're always doing this, even if that isn't true. Okay, and then I want to initialize these. So that way they don't throw an exception. Custom quest type. Let me think. I think that's fine. Banners. Okay. So let me go back up. But that means that this will be alright. So if you've never had settings set up before, this should just be an empty string. There should be no chance that it's null. And therefore causes this to give an error. So let me think. What else have we got? Got the banner settings. What am I doing? Yeah. No. So this should be fine. I think that should be fine to do. Ah, here we are. What's this? Ah, perfect. Perfect. I can move this into this. I then simply remove those from there and paste them right there. Brilliant. Okay. That I'm happy with. And now let's double check the save button, wherever that is. Here we are. Save settings chunk. Actually, no, I do want to check the other stuff. Or do I? Button create. Where's the quest type? Okay. Form add edit quest type. Yeah. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Those settings. What we got? This is where we set up the chunk. Oh, we save the chunk. So we find it, see if it exists. If it doesn't, we create one, add it, and then we save to it. Seems sensible to me. Save custom quest types. Get the list of types. If there are any, then we remove all the existing ones first. Let me just have a look, make sure we're doing that correctly. Existing quest type extra chunks. Yes, delete them first. Clear it from the settings object that we have locally. Yes. And then for each type that we have stored in the box, create a new chunk. Add it, write it. Okay. So far, so good. I think I should probably here. Oops. Custom. Custom quest types chunk ID. That's what we should be doing, really. I mean, these should be both the same thing, mind you, but still. But that seems fine to me. Okay. Validate some stuff. Save the custom currency. I'm getting a call. 1 second.
Mic off. Mic on.
I've been given a mission by the wife. I shall be back in 5 minutes.
Mic off. Mic on.
Oh, I am back. Okay, so we were looking at the save custom currency function. Let's have a nosy. So here we're setting up the custom currency chunk. Check if one exists. If it's null, set it up. Just save it, and then also save it to the local settings that we've got in the plugin. That seems good. Last but not least, we've got the banner settings. So if actually no, that's not gonna work. Oh no, that does work. Never mind, ignore me. Yeah, if it's turned off in the settings. So yeah, if it's already turned off in the settings and you've not turned it on, then we don't need to do anything here. Otherwise, if you have turned it on, then we need to do stuff. So, oh, this one's already doing it correctly. That's good. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I see what it's doing. This one is done slightly different to the others. This one sets up the custom currency chunk and writes it. Whereas the other one, the banner, is essentially doing this. It's doing... Oops. It's doing that, and instead of doing anything with this, we're instead just writing that, and then that isn't needed. And you know what? I'm happy to do that. Don't know if that'd work here. No, I don't think it would work here. But, theoretically, that should all be fine. So, if I come onto this page again, settings chunk exists would still be false at this point. We've created the chunk, but it didn't exist at the time of... yeah, it didn't exist at the time of loading the plugin. So we don't bother getting those, but we shouldn't need to because they're still saved locally. We've still got them saved in the settings that we've been writing things to already. So we can just pre-fill them straight off the back of our settings. It's fine. Which is what this is all doing. This is all coming off of settings there. That's good. Same with this. Button one click. What is this? What is button one click doing? Button. Oh, my purge button. It's my purge button. Purge settings. There we are. Easier for me to read. There we are. Yeah, so what's this doing? We find the settings chunk. If it's not null, we delete it. We then go through and delete the chunks for every other thing that we could store. And then we initialize the settings, which does that. Perfect. Okay. Theoretically, that should be working. But more often than I'd like to admit... Oh, fuck, I've just realised I'm... Oh, no, never mind. I thought I was still on the... What's it? The break screen because my preview is. But I think my preview is just out of date. Yeah, more often than I'd like to admit, these things don't always go to plan. So we'll test it. And we'll see how much we have to redo. Anything. I mean, we might get lucky. Stole some dandelion and burdock from downstairs. I say I stole this mine, but still. Pardon me. Alrighty, wrong thing. Let's try that again. So, just to make sure I've not got anything saved, I'm going to purge that. I'm going to save it. Ooh, actually, no. I shouldn't do that. I just need to purge. Close it, reopen it. Right. This is now essentially the first time I open the plugin. Fresh settings. Let's add one of everything here. Do that. Do that. Bada bing, bada boom. Save. I now go back to settings. Good. I've still got my companion stuff, my custom currency settings, as well as my banner settings. Now if I close the plugin altogether, reopen it, it should all still be there. Good. Good. And if I change stuff, save. That's all still there. That's good. 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 Alright, we've fixed the settings. Oh, I tell you something. I think we're just about there. There are a few little bits that I need to fix, which is these two. In this case, the settings are configured, but we still aren't enabling these currently. Likewise, in here, maybe... Oh no, this one is working properly. Yep, that's good. And I want to test that if I do stuff like this, I think... What else do I need? I need... Just gonna add a quest real quick. Right. I hit edit. Good. Good. Close it. Open. Oh, I didn't save it. I didn't save it. My fault. That's something I need to do. Ooh, that's a good reminder. That is a good reminder. I need to add dirty form checks. So a dirty form check is literally just like what I've had here. I had a quest that I'd added but hadn't saved it. So theoretically, if I was to leave and go to settings and then come back, it wouldn't be there anymore. So what needs to happen is if I leave the form without saving it, or if I... or similar but for somewhere else, it needs to give me a prompt and say, you've got unsaved changes. Do you want to save them first? It'll be like a yes, no. If it's no, then fair enough, your changes are gone, but you move on to wherever it is you clicked. If you say yes, we'll save it, and then move you on. So that's something I need to do. But that isn't what I wanted to test just yet. Let me just re-add this again. Speed through this. Now save. Oops, wrong thing again. Edit. Good, 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 good. Happy days. Okay, so theoretically, with what is it? Companion. So I shouldn't be able to remove companion anymore because it's technically in use. This type can't be removed as there's one quests I need to change out. Currently using this type. Okay. I'm gonna change the message for that. Hey, Merlin, how's it going? Not there. Not there. Oh. Here we are. Yeah, the new update. Yeah, no, man. No, it looks very, very, very good. Very cel shady. So this type is currently in use by number quest. So let me think. Of pushing VRM stuff, yeah. Oh, no, not inside that. Right here. Perfect. Private string. Gonna make a quick string extension method. Trim non-plural. So it's gonna take this. Nope. This. String text. And then it's going to take int count. Okay. Think. So. Actually. No, I don't need to be this elaborate. It's only going to be used one time. And I'm controlling the wording, so let's not go over the top with it. Right, if quests using type is 1, then it's quest singular. Otherwise, it's quests plural. Simple as that. Right, this type is currently in use by, let's say, 10 quests. This type cannot be removed as it's currently in use by 10 quests. Yeah, boy. Alrighty. Let's see. So that's fine. I'm happy with that. This one should be allowed to be removed, which it is. That's good. Let me think. What else was there? Oh yeah, I need to make sure that I can't undo this stuff. So I need to do something similar for that. Let's see. Protected int get quest count. Using custom currency. So yes, I need that. Need the chunk. And then what do we need to do? We then do rewards equals catalog get filtered extra chunk list quest chunk dot rewards ID. Chunk. Yeah. If rewards.any, so if there are no rewards, continue. Otherwise, if there are rewards, then we need to pull them out. Each of our rewards in rewards. Oh, it's very close to being done, this UI. Very close indeed. Okay. Var reward equals new chunk. What a chunk. Board. West. Add. Reward. Okay, that's added all the rewards. If quest chunks dot rewards dot any, why is this complaining? Oh, quest chunk dot rewards dot anywhere custom currency greater than 0. Actually, no, we'll say if there aren't any, then continue. Otherwise, we'll add it to the list and then return quest chunks.count. So that should now mean that if we go into our save method, save custom currency, we need to do validation on that. Validate custom currency. If button create variable, button create variable dot checked and button select, no, existing variable checked. And get quest count using custom currency greater than 0. Validator dot add error. Please either create a new variable or select an existing variable for your currency. Alright, hold up. There is at least one quest giving... no. Ooh. There's at least one quest that rewards your custom currency. Please either create a new variable. Oh, what is... let me have a look at it. There we are. I want this sort of thing for this, I reckon. Message builder. I want that on the first line. This on the second line. Message builder string. Is a message builder a string already? No, it's a message builder. String builder. A string. Okay. So theoretically, if this has worked, and I tell you what, I have a track record for things working. Wink wink. We should be good. And if this is working, then I think the user interface is done. Oh, well, no, mostly done. I need to do the dirty form checks. But functionally, it's done. Okay. So this should still complain at me, yes. And now, if I untick this... Got an exception. Okay, fair enough. Where's it fallen over? Fallen over in the get the count in. Object reference not set. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, I've got a good track record. So, get all the quests. If there aren't any, return 0. If there are, then we set up a new quest chunk, read out the data so we get the rewards ID. Try and get any reward chunks. If there aren't any, continue, don't bother doing anything else. I bet... Yes. It's because these aren't initialized. So that's fine, that's an easy fix. There we go. That should hopefully resolve the problem. Let's try that again. Okay. Try this again. So if I unselect this, hit save, there we go. Please fix the following errors. There is at least one quest that rewards your custom currency. That space is quite far. In that case, I will get rid of this and append the line directly underneath. Let's just take a look at that real quick. But it worked at least, that's the main part. Which means my fix worked. Can't go wrong with a bit of dandelion and burdock. Okay. There is at least one quest that rewards your custom currency. Please either create a new variable or select an existing variable for your custom currency. Cool. And then if I select that, that's just going to give me the normal error. If I select that, then it's going to work fine and dandy. Boom. Melon, we've got a finished, mostly, functionally at least, UI. I'm happy with that. Urge. Cool. Alright, I need to test it. Melon, I want you as a guinea pig, not to actually use this yet, at least. I would like you to give me some details for a simple-ish quest that you could potentially have, or would potentially have, in a game. Maybe your game, perhaps. And I want to see if it's possible to create that with this plugin. I'd like to hope it is. I'd like to think I've got it robust enough where it's very configurable. Or at least, like I say, I'd like to think that. Go collect herbs, but they don't always spawn. Okay, fair enough. Well, the spawn rate of herbs is like not dealt with in the quest itself, but in terms of collecting herbs, that's fine. Collect, I don't know, say 10 herbs. Oh, actually, I need to sort this bit out, but I can sort that out in a second, that's fine. So this will be a side quest. So we need, I don't know if I've got a herb. Oh, I'll use an elder herb in this case. That's the closest thing I've got to a herb. And let's see. So we're going to say we need 10 elder herbs for this quest. Oh no, that's the start condition. Never mind. We'll say the start condition is some random switch. You've spoken to someone, it's triggered a switch, and then you now have to go and collect 10 herbs. The objectives. Collect herbs. The complete condition. Is that there's 10 elder herbs. That is our objective. The reward, I don't know. Whatever. You get it. You get 1 gold. Nice. Collect herbs from around the area. Ooh, interesting. Hold up, I have found a problem. Interesting indeedy. Yes, I haven't finished edit properly yet. Okay, that's fine. So this is why we do testing. Because of things like this. Yes. So. So when we hit save, obviously we do the validation. Let me think. We'll just have this as a private boolean. Keep it nice and simple. So that way, when we hit save... Actually, no, we still need the quest. Never mind. In that case, the private read-only quest chunk. Do this. Quest chunk. Those quest. Why is that? No, why is that complaining? Oh, it's because it's called Quest, not Quest Chunk. Okay. Oh, actually, no, that won't be the same. Ooh, decisions. I need to think of a way to resolve this issue. Let me go to the quest list. Um, hmm. Okay. Instead, what we do is we do a GUID. Quest ID. There we are. And then all we need of this stuff is... Actually, yeah, why am I doing it based off of title? That's dumb. I need to do it based off of ID. This wants to be quests dot get I get value. Ooh, let me think. Oh wait, no, that's just this. Hold up. It's gonna be new GUID. String. Like that. That's gonna be a GUID. Selected quest ID. That just needs to go in here. That is my quest. I can get rid of that. That's the chunk. And then I can just do selected quest ID. Perfect. Okay. Problem mostly solved. And now, down here, quest ID will be a nullable GUID, and it will default to such. So it will be quest ID, and then if it doesn't exist, or if it's null, then set it. Okay. I do still need the quest. I do still need to set the quest. This is good, this is good. So it's just going to be quest start conditions ID fallback to a new GUID, and then the same for the rest of them here. Objectives ID, rewards ID. Good, 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 good. So then we create a new chunk. create a new row. If parent form dot quests dot contains key quest ID. Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay, we'll just go with quest ID then, that's fine. Then we want to do parent form dot quests dot remove quest ID. Because we're going to replace it with this new one. Then we also need to get rid of the row as well. So how do we do the remove? Selected row. Okay. Add quest row. Okay, so public void remove quest row. Okay, so I need to go through my quest grid dot rows. So our row to remove is quest dot rows dot first get first row. Rows. What is selected row? Right. Let me think. Specified criteria. Okay. I think that's probably what we need. Let's see, how can we use this? Oh, it's pre-made filters. Okay, in that case, let's ask ChatGPT. Let's get a bit of opinion for that. Okay, it's not as simple as I'd like it to be. Aha, here we are. So, what's this? I can do cast the data grid view first or default cell D. Oh, what did I name it? I think it's ID, capital I. The ID dot value. What's that? Yeah. Okie dokie. If go to move is null, then just return. Otherwise, west grid. Where's remove that? Boom. So, parent form dot remove west row west ID. Oh, righty. Theoretically, we should be good. Again. Let's try it out. So we're going to create a quest where we set up what am I saying? We're going to create a quest where the player has to collect 10 herbs. We're then going to try editing said quest and making sure it doesn't duplicate it like it has done with the one we've just seen. Right, so I'm just going to remove that, purge my settings. Save. Good. Good. Select 10 herbs. Side quest, start condition, something random. The objective. Select herbs. And you get 1 singular gold. Okay. And then if we try to edit this, select herbs from around the area. Nice. Perfect. Worked like a jam. Alrighty, so we can then also do Just wanted to check something. Let's see. First ID dot has value. Then it's updated. Otherwise, it's added. Okay. And then I think yes, we do that part. That's fine. Okay, okay. I now think functionally it is done. I'm going to save this stuff. Okay. It was unnecessary to do. Updates existing validation. Adds. Okay. And it is done, pretty much. Hey. Ah, right, okay. The next big thing I'll be doing after this is the dirty form stuff, but because it is a fairly big thing, I'm going to leave it there and work on it another day. So yeah, I'm gonna end it there. I'll catch you later, Milan.